Hi guys. Okay, this is really funny because it's kind of like doing blogs now rather than just the quick 1 second, 1 minute thing. I didn't set out to do the blogging thing, but here we go. Okay, when does your money come in? Because I talked yesterday about the whole week and when somebody's money and all that. So you know what the texts and the emails were. When does my money come in? This is my birthday, etc. If you've had a reading and I've said your money is coming in, then your money is coming in. The only way your money won't come in is if you're not sleeping in a good energy. So really, Feng Shui has a lot to do with it. Or your money comes in and you can't hold it. It doesn't stay long enough in your hands. It's like the bill comes before the money comes. So but if money is coming in for you, it will come in by hook or by crook. And I've got a story to tell you because one of my students was telling me they heard it today. So this guy had booked a hotel room. I may miss bits of it, but don't worry about it. You're going to get the gist of it. A hotel room for him and his wife. So this hotel room is a golf tournament type of thing, and it overlooks the whole thing. And this was their thing, their dream type of thing. So one of the people from the hotel calls them and says, "We've double booked you, ... Can we upgrade you, blah, blah, this. The man says, no. So then the manager calls him apparently, and he says, we'll upgrade you, 20,000 spending money, ... He says, no. The manager rings a couple of days later again, and he says to him, do you have a mortgage? And he said, yeah. And he said, how much is your mortgage? He said, 280,000. He goes, 280,000 will be in your account tomorrow. Do you see? It just comes. I can't, pin the exact minute it's going to come, but it will come. And so he said, yeah. And apparently who wanted that room was hunky, David Becker. There you go. Okay. And I'm sure that was just, coffee money. Okay. The other is, David asked me, is Bibi, is he out? Is he this? And I'm like, who is Bibi? Because I don't have a TV, so I don't see everything, and everybody sort of kind of tells me. Well, that's Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel. So he actually voted for gay men to have surrogate, to become parents, so they can have a surrogate. And then he changed his mind because somebody in his group is against the whole thing. Anyway, it's obviously a religious thing. So he then pulled that out, and then they decided to march, but they did not realize how this march was going to end. Okay, it was in one of the biggest parks, and if you go and Google it, you'll see it's wall-to-wall people. So remember at the beginning of the year in all the workshops I said, people will step up. They will step up for whatever they feel they need to. They'll step up. And so one of the people that actually stepped up, they had a surrogate, when they had their twins. They're not involved in the gay, the community, but they felt that the surrogate thing has to be put through. They marched. So do you see, business people also gave the day off to people if they were going to the march without any penalty, etc. So it's just showing you how, when it's time for you to step up, you'll get that push, so step up at that same time. Now, he is in a bit of a kerfuffle, if you want to call it. The month is July. He actually has the ox and he has the dog. So the three cause an earth penalty. And the earth penalty affects him, his foundations, okay? So this is why in July, he's in a lot of trouble. Hi, Deb. He's in a lot of trouble. Then that trouble also has to do with his house of spouse because she's in trouble for the whole year. Her name is Sarah, whatever you want to call And she actually already has the dog. She has 3 dogs. So for pillars people, 3 dogs, and she just came into a luck pillar of a dragon. No, I didn't hurt myself. So what happens? Of course it's going to happen, and it's on her house of spouse. So somebody is taking her to court. She's being charged, or whatever they take them to, and because she's spending people's government money and whatever to entertain, that kind of thing. And so, of course, he's now being indicted. So this is when a penalty or a clash comes in. Again, same as your money coming in. You can't escape it. Yet if you lived in harmony in a place you live in, that's the difference, okay? You want another one? I was with Pop today, and we went shopping. We went shopping at a plant place. It was beautiful, freezing but beautiful. And he was telling me how $2 billion was spent on new trains in New South Wales, and the trains are too wide for the new tunnels they have built. That's clash, penalty on money. Somebody. I couldn't find who's responsible for ordering those trains, so leave that alone for whenever. But that's what happens when the shit hits the fan. If it's yours, then you're going to be in it. The way you come out of it is if you are wearing an animal to take out that, or you wear the animal for the year, just, for the dog, for instance. But as you can see, they are paddling upwards at the moment. Anyway, for the trains, somebody has said that it'll be fine to have the wide trains. All they have to do as a government is simply relax the current safety standard. Okay. Now, if you've been on the train, you know the train does this, right? So that means they've got to relax that standard of having so much between trains and tunnel walls. So that train could hit the wall or could hit another train. But let's just relax the standard a little bit, the safety standard. So again, I wouldn't get on it. If it's relaxing a safety standard that's been put in for a reason, yeah, what do you do, huh? Same thing that happened in Victoria a few years ago. Anyway, so this is what happens when your money's going to come. It will come. But don't just sit there waiting for it to knock like this guy did. Not everyone's like that. If you're challenged, then you are challenged. If the penalty comes in, the penalty comes in. Your home will save you. Wearing the animal will also add another level to save you. And this is how we work. This is how we work with people. Joan asked me, how do we have no self-doubt? Because I posted a thing about no self-doubt. I don't actually have self-doubt. If I want to do something, mull it over, not doubt, mull it over and think I'm going to give it a go. Okay, I don't just dismiss it. I don't do any of that. So self-doubt actually is fear, and self-doubt is you thinking you're not able to, or you're not good enough to, that sort of thing. It's different for everybody. I can't just say what self-doubt is for everybody, but self-doubt is the dam wall. This water is beautifully flowing, and then the dam wall goes up and it's ka-chung. It stops you. That's self-doubt, basically. So some people call it sabotage, etc. So Joan, that's what I call it, self-doubt. It does bring fear in. It does bring the dam wall where you can't move forward, that sort of thing. And that's what self-doubt is. So whenever that actually comes in, most people will say to you, take 3 breaths, take 3 deep breaths, then bring that back into action. I'm not an expert on this, so I'm just saying my couple of minutes. And then the other day, someone said to me, are you a feminist? So I actually looked up what a feminist is. Okay. So I don't know if I am a feminist, but if you could be a feminist and not even know it, is do you believe that women should be paid the same for doing the same job as a man? Do you believe that women should be allowed to leave the house? Do you think that women and men both deserve equal rights? Then you're a feminist. And here I am, a feminist. So that's how it works. Not, you know, the old day type of thing. Okay. So I think it's turning into a blog. Anyway, I better go. All right. Thank you all very much. And I love the questions. Joan, I replied to your other personal one. And see you guys tomorrow.